And good evening to you. Thanks for being with us here at 5 o'clock. I'm Jim Scott.
I'm Tammy Melchuk. We now know the name of the man killed downtown Bakersfield early yesterday morning after exchanging gunfire with a police officer. The coroner identifies the man as 23-year-old Hugo Fernando Celio of Bakersfield. 17's Kristen Price joins us now with the latest on the investigation. Kristen?
Tammy, just as downtown bars were closing on the last day of the holiday weekend, gunshots rang out in the streets of a popular night spot, leaving one man dead. An investigation is now underway into what led up to the shootout. Just after closing time, crime scene tape lined the streets on a busy weekend for bars as police investigated a deadly officer-involved shooting. It started with a fight outside the Padre Hotel around 2 a.m. that prompted staff to call police. When officers arrived, police say Hugo Celio, who was involved in the brawl, ran from the Padre to an alley across the street. That's when police say Celio fired a handgun at an officer. The officer returned fire, hitting Celio, who was taken to Kern Medical Center, where he died. Police have not released any information about the number of rounds fired by Celio or the officer who shot him. The officer has been identified as John Bishop. According to BPD, Bishop has been a Bakersfield police officer for 8 months, but has more than 9 years of experience in law enforcement.
He's still in the interview process, and of course he's on paid administrative leave, which is standard for anybody involved in a shooting.
The Critical Incident Review Board is investigating the shooting to determine whether procedures were followed and if the shooting is justified. In July, the district attorney's office announced it will now also review officer-involved shootings resulting in injury or death.
They're present during interviews. They hear all the evidence that we hear. They look at all the evidence that we look at.
By our count, this is the 13th deadly shooting involving law enforcement in Kern County this year. 7 of those shootings involved Bakersfield police. The most recent incident happened in a popular nightlife area of downtown that has been the focus of revitalization efforts in recent years. Bakersfield Police Sergeant Gary Carresco says they are focusing on safety in the area as well.
You know, the proactive enforcement, having more officers in place, high visibility to prevent crime. That's what we're doing as an agency.
Hotel management says security guards check patrons for weapons, and they don't believe Celio had the gun on him while he was at the Padre. Police would not confirm this claim. Court records show Celio was convicted of forgery, receiving stolen property, and resisting arrest in 2013 and was on probation. Celio's family says their attorney instructed them not to speak with media. Anyone with information regarding this case is urged to call BPD at 327-7111. I'm Kristen Price, 17 News.